how are you? Well, I planned on building a lamppost for this week's project, but then I got a call for a rush job on a few frames, so I pushed them up to the top of the list, and I plan on building the lamppost for next week. Now, this just turned out to be kind of a cool thing, which is a way to store the frames while they're drying. You can see I have one frame here, I've got 3 more frames over here, and this is just a board clamped to my lumber rack. So these are just about done, so I'm going to move on to another project that I've been putting off for a while, and that's to replace the corner bracing on my deck. When I built the deck about 15 years ago, I tacked a few 2x4s just in the corners with the idea that I would replace them, and it's been 15 years and I still haven't done it, and that's what I'm going to do today. So I just got back from the lumber yard with a 4x4x10, and I'm ready to get to work. I'll start by removing the old bracing, and I'll use a cat's paw to remove the nails. Once I've started the nail with the cat's paw, then I'll use the claw of the hammer. Each brace is going to measure about 58 inches, so I'll start by cutting the 4x4x10 in half. I've got the bracing up temporarily, and I wouldn't walk underneath it, but it's up strong enough that I can now trace a line, because the next step is to make a half lap joint. To make the half lap joint, I've set the depth of my circular saw blade to half the thickness of the 4x4, which is about 1.75 inches. And now I'll cut directly along the line that I just traced, and then I'll move the saw over about 1/4 inch each time and make several passes until I get to the end of the board, and then I'll knock the pieces of wood out with a hammer and then clean it up with a sharp chisel. I finished with both half lap joints, and now I'm going to drill 2 countersink holes for the lag bolts and a washer. And now I'm using a 3/8 inch drill bit to drill through. I'll get the lag started by hammering it through the brace and into the hole that I just pre-drilled. And then I'll tighten it up with a socket wrench. I've secured the top of the brace with two 3/8 lag bolts, and now I'm going to secure the bottom. And the first step is to pre-drill into the post with a 3/16" drill bit, and that's the pre-drill for the 3/8 lags. Okay, well this one's done, and it really didn't take very long. It's kind of surprising that it took me 15 years to get around to doing this. And the next one I'm going to do right now, but I'm not going to bother videoing it because it's basically the exact same project. Have a good weekend, and I'll see you soon. And now it's time for a shameless plug. Some of you may know that I do some kind of an art video or an art class on Sundays. And last Sunday I did these two paintings. One was done before the video and one was done during the video to help explain a little bit about mixing color and creating space with color. And if you ever thought about trying painting, this is a fun way to start. You don't have to draw. The drawings are done for you, and you can just pull them off my website and onto your desktop and print them out. And then just paint along with me. Now, both of these paintings are now on eBay, and it's a zero reserve. So if you want to check them out, I'll put a link in the description.